There's one saving grace for this terrain. This terrain might be very useful if you're doing some kind of 40k coaching, because that's an actual thing. People do coach people for 40k. It's an actual paid service. If they do coaching, I do see the actual benefit of using clear terrain. So if you're learning how to play 40k terrain, if you're a shop, hobby shop who are running tutorials, or you're some kind of a YouTube channel who are running 40k terrain, I think there might be a use for all clear terrain. Let's go. Hellstorm Mikey. We reacted to his pricing inflation video previously. It seems pretty interesting channel. He's going to talk about L-shaped ruined terrain.
News in 40k is the game is dead. I don't know if you knew, but because of this one thing happening, it's just the game is dead. Warhammer is over.
It's over, guys. Warhammer is completely over because the competitive players have taken over and they made everything uncool.
Because there was this post which was shared to me by Decknull, 29 upvotes, 127 comments, so you know it's going to be good. The game's gone, chat. It's over. I think this might be the most depressing thing I've ever seen for 40k. The game...
God damn it, what did you just write? I'll allow this? Okay, this is why you're on Twitch chat and not YouTube chat, because you can actually allow your deranged shit to go on my chat.
Huh?
Just force him to shove before you play the tournaments.
It's lost its soul.
Yeah, I think 40k butt plugs might actually work out.
Fine.
And you can sell for the man and the woman. It's actually a perfect product.
Win free. Yeah, literally. What is he talking about? He's talking about UKTC.
Oh, so you guys have seen this, right? You guys have seen this image. You guys may not like this, but this is what peak competitive 40k actually looks like. This is peak competitive 40k performance.
Terrain made of clear acrylic. This is what's killed Warhammer. Warhammer was fine until this very moment of clear acrylic terrain. This has killed Warhammer. It was like taking Lenny out to stroke the rabbits type dead. You know what I mean? Clearly, someone has just bought a laser cutter for like 100 quid and is trying to make some money.
A part of me is thinking that they just really want to save money.
Clearly, pun intended, yes. That's all it is. People wanted GW to be more transparent. So this is the UKTC acrylic terrain.
I mean, on the bright side, if you have your models painted well, you might actually kind of like this because it means that people can actually see your models, but at the same time, it's really dumb, right?
Set that somebody trying to sell on Etsy, which is very funny. I don't know what you want me to say. This is those who hide behind clear acrylic shouldn't fire bolt guns. It's all UKTC compliant. It's acrylic with 3D printed connectors to hold it together. And this is what it looks like on a board. Can you see it? Because I can't. The terrain is made from 3mm thicker clear acrylic, allowing you to always see what's behind terrain and where your objectives are sitting beneath the terrain. Ideal for top tables at tournaments where it all matters a little bit more, or for streaming tables so the viewers can see all the action. I would dread putting this on a fucking stream because one, it'd reflect all the light, which would be awful, and then it'd just be a mess because I fucking imagine all the models stood on top of each other. Are you in TO looking for multiple sets? No, bro, I'm not looking for multiple sets. I'm not looking for one. 85 quid each. Or there's black corner plugs, or there's...
Bro, like 85 quid. So people have like this... People have this narrative that GW is really greedy, and then they're like, oh, you know, if I'm GW, I'm not going to be this greedy. And then this is 5 seconds after someone gets a 3D printer, and then they put on like shoulder pads on what's it called, like Pup Goes the Monkey, whatever that website's called, for like 300 Hong Kong dollars or 70 US dollars for like a set of 5 shoulder pads. I always find that like really interesting, like how people be like, oh, GW is really greedy, and then get a 3D printer and then make shoulder pads for like $70 for a set of 5.
Magnetic for 100. There's no pictures to say which is which.
I have a over 42 win streak. Kuruani's key is not allowed to play CSM again. Theoreticus, I'm opposed to a link on Discord. Please open it. What the fuck is it? Okay, post it. We're going on a school trip. We'll post it. Where is it? Where is it? Post it. Where is it?
Yes, chat. Where's the terrain? Yes.
Yeah, it's 85 pounds. I mean, that one seems a little bit better, especially if it's painted, but, you know, 3D printed stuff sometimes gets, like, the pricing for 3D printed stuff sometimes gets a little bit wonky. Like, if you're gonna do that, can you really say that GW is greedy, or are they just, like, normal person? Because it feels like every normal person, when they put something up on eBay that's 3D printed, suddenly it's almost as expensive as GW. It's kind of crazy. I think everyone's just greedy. By the way, this is like another GW problem. Like, I'm going to keep repeating this, but GW is the only thing that's gatekeeping Warhammer, and this entire discussion is not needed if GW can actually write proper rules for their terrains. If they can actually, you know, playtest their games, then these kind of things will not be needed. If the rules come out fine, or only needs like a little bit of fixing, then I don't think we'll be having these issues. But the fact is that, like, even if you play a tournament with GW's like intended layout, the fact that it causes enough problems to make it so that it's unworkable for tournaments, to the point where the tournaments actually need to come out with their own terrain layout because it's so unbalanced, that I think it really says something.
Concept of it, the concept of like see-through terrain so I can see where your shit is not the worst idea I've ever heard. It is not the worst idea I've ever heard, I won't lie. Maggie wants 10 sets. Chat, I kind of want one set to see what it's like. What happens if you use a laser to check line of sight? Fucking, as soon as you hit some acrylic, it just fucking reflects and shoots you in the eyeball. So, like, the concept of being able to see models through the terrain, I'm not mad at. Obviously, being completely see-through acrylic with 1940s Victorian windows for decoration, it's just not.
It's just turning into like G.I. Joe or something right now, right? It's just turning into like, I remember that other video that we watched where things are becoming more esportsy. You know what? I'm just gonna prove a point. I'm just gonna say USA 40K national team. Right, and you know, you look at this, right? You look this, oh shit, actually, you know, you guys can see it, the chat's in the way. You know, I don't want to shit on these people, but I'm just proving a point here, right? Like, a uniform is fine. But like, people just used to wear a fucking shirt, man, and just call it a day. People just used to wear like a t-shirt and just call it a day, man. Like, this used to be, you know, us. This used to be us. It's just dudes in shorts and like fucking jeans with like you know, like a USA thing. You know, that we do this and call it a day. Just turning into League of Legends ridiculous that, like, at this point you might as well play, you know, League of Legends. So you don't need to buy the models and, you know, paint them, build them, have the whole infrastructure around it, like the lights and the painting handles and glue and all that. You know, might as well play League of Legends if you want those kind of things. I think that really says something about the players if that actually becomes an issue. Because you're doing all of this because there's an issue, right? You just don't bring this out for no reason.
Not my jam, you know what I mean? Now, if this was like frosted acrylic, coloured acrylic, maybe with like...
Yeah, you have to be old with like an investment property and like 2 businesses to afford this kind of shit. Yeah, that's true. I love acquiring 4 books despite the rules being for 3-year-olds. Yeah.
Like some like plastic framing or something, it wouldn't be too bad. But play see-through acrylic with fucking shit Victoria is like...
And the windows really just show like a overall lack of imagination, doesn't it? Like, if you have like any... Like, if you have to do this, the second thought in your mind will be like, oh shit, this looks really ridiculous. I'll do the best that I can. But, you know, it's going to be shit, but at least there's like a fragrance around the shit sandwich. At least someone's spraying perfume on top of the turd. And so you probably do like Gothic archers or something, or like Roman archers. Maybe do some cutaways so it looks like part of the terrain has been damaged, like holes in the terrain and all that. Just to look at least somewhat presentable. Like, there's so little crap given. They're just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put one big square on another big square inside of another square, and that's it. You know, it's like this song. You guys remember the song in primary school, How You Draw a Pig? right? And it's like, I'm not sure if you have this in primary school, but there's like a song where it's like, to draw a pig, the instructions is like, take one big circle, two big circle, one big circle, three circle, four circle, one big circle, semicircle, circle, semicircle, one big circle, W-W-E-E-E. You know the song, How to Draw a Pig, right? That's like nursery rhyme. It's just that. It's just like, one square, two square, one big square, two, three square, four square, one big square. L shape, one big square. Here's your fucking 40k terrain.
Like my first, it's like Fisher Price terrain. Look at it. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you bought a laser core a week ago and you're trying to get your investment back. It seems like nice quality. Like, nice quality. It's 3mm acrylic, bro. It's the cheapest thing you can buy. It's 3mm acrylic and some 3D printed angle brackets. Everyone's wargaming on a board full of 2-bedroom semi-detached houses, yeah. Where's my bay window at? You know what I mean? Why is it all repeated? I've never seen anything like this on Etsy, like cause a ruckus, you know what I mean?
But are these being used? Are these actually being used?
Fucking there! Hand painting some curtains on it. It's like, it'd be like fucking doing when like you're a kid and you get them like clear plastic things that you hang up in the window. It's exactly the same. Brush marks and all.
Oh, thank you. He's making like the same connection as well. It looks like a kindergarten project.
There's a Reddit thread's quite funny. It says, I think the game might be the most impressive thing I've ever seen. The game's lost its soul. I don't think this is any way representative of how most people play 40k, even those using comp layouts, which I tend to, since I like balanced layouts and not spend an hour on table setup. Generally don't want to play and train this in-spin looking, especially not at that price, because that is expensive. That is expensive. How much is it, like a normal UKTC terrain?
With the number of people that come out of the woodwork to say, actually, it's illegal. Every fun conversation thread I had say there's at least a minority who wants to eliminate the hobby aspect as much as possible. I think we watched a video about that earlier and turned it into a more expensive checkers than it already is.
Pack? A normal pack is £91. So you're not really saving any money.
No, because what these people actually want is that they want to look like, they want to look like this. These people just want to look like this. These people want to look like this. Right, they want to look like this without the actual reaction speed. They want to look like this while being 40k nerd. Fuck, that's a very bad example. You know what, editor Kadada, they want to look like this. I'm sorry if you're this person.
Money. Not much cheaper than the official one. I made something like this for my Necrons, but I was going for cool. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, look, that works. Like, if you put some effort into it, you can make it work.
Aluminium extrusion. That looks really good. The ingenuity of using aluminium extrusion and then transparent acrylic looks really good. It'll be well sharp on the end.
You are your own editor.
Yeah, a bit of aluminium extrusion, some nuts and bolts, and a bit of green acrylic. You got yourself a Necron board. So that looks pretty decent. And that's just acrylic, really. It's what they're meant to be trays and shells where he puts his freeze-dried down battle suits on and Gundam collection.
This is cool. That's on theme and still intended to look like terrain. Kudos. What are those meant to be? Traden's shelf where he puts his freeze-dried out battle suits for his Gundam collection.
Based. I found something on Etsy. This is obviously a reflection of 40k as a whole. The fact that someone thinks that this is something is worth putting on Etsy is damning indictment of where the game is.
I want to see how much, how many copies have they actually sold. So what's it called again? Etsy clear acrylic L shape UKTC. Okay, so this one they should usually say there's like an actual sales number, right? So there's 3.1k reviews. There's 3.1 favorite reviews, so there's at least 3.1k items sold. So this is sold as like a set, right? It's not like one single whatever. Learn more about this product. So it looks like this is one complete set. Obviously, you're not gonna sell this at this price for just one building, so this has to be one set. So there's 3.1k reviews. So usually there's like 2 or 3 times more sales than the reviews. So I'm gonna say there's at least 10k sales here. Or at least 5k sales. But we'll just say there's 10k sales because not everyone will bother to do reviews. Are these botted? Oh wait, no, that's for the entire shop. No, my bad. Is there like one for just this item? Right, let me go back. Why does Etsy make this so complicated? Does it actually say? Yeah, because 10k would be a bit crazy, wouldn't it? Jeez, that's expensive. Oh man. It doesn't actually say this product. This is actually a little bit annoying. I'm just gonna go through this and see how many... Is there any mention of this? So I don't think anyone actually bought this, which is fine. That's actually what I want to say. Yeah. I don't think anyone actually bothered buying this. Like, at least for like 10 pages, I haven't seen a single mention of this. It's mostly just objective markers. Oh, so thank God, this is not... Okay, so this is like basically like a non-issue then. Yeah, but we'll just keep watching this.
Bro Ray reads one Twitter post and makes it...
Under the comments? Comments of the project? I don't think there's any comments here. These are reviews for the entire shop. Yeah, that's for the whole shop. So I don't think that really counts towards that product. I haven't seen anyone bought like a single one of these through 10 pages. I was scrolling through it. So no, that's fine. I feel like that good thing is like a non-issue though.
His entire personality, you know what I mean? That's literally all that says. No, it just means that somebody tries to sell for on Etsy. I know you want to be upset. This isn't a heroic reach. I mean, you're wrong, but I'm not going to convince you apparently.
The fact that someone thinks that this is something that is worth putting on Etsy is a damning indictment of where the game is going. Well, no one really bought it. I don't want to defend that, and the L-shaped terrains are stupid. I don't want to defend that. But it doesn't look like anyone made a review on that. So for now, I think, I don't know, everyone thinks it's stupid, so good on them. No, it isn't. It just means that everyone is trying to sell something on Etsy. I know you want to be upset, but this is a heroic reach. I mean, you're wrong, but not. Okay, these guys are just hating each other.
This guy's 16. This guy's 16 years old.
We gotta read it out.
Had his account for a year. It's adding up.
We gotta read it out.
Yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. I went on his posts and I'm like, I really shouldn't have. Because I was like, this guy's 16 because that's why he's getting so mad at something so benign. You know what I mean? He's so mad at something so benign.
I should start doing like a segment on the videos where you just go on Twitter and check out the 40k drama. There must be 40k drama.
I don't know if I should share.
No, I think it's 0 views.
Reddit's a public platform, right? I'm not doxing someone by looking at what they've posted before.
Oh yeah, imagine like having a shop or like going to a person's house and have that kind of terrain. Holy crap, like, oh, fuck. I would have more respect for a person who just used Coca-Cola cans for their terrain. And imagine paying money for that. Maybe, okay, so maybe there's one, there's one use for that. No, there's one use for this terrain. There's one saving grace for this terrain. this terrain might be very useful if you're doing some kind of 40k coaching, because that's an actual thing. People do coach people for 40k. It's an actual paid service. There are YouTube channels like Vanguard Tactics who offer 40k coaching. And if they do coaching, I do see the actual benefit of using clear terrain. So if you're learning how to play 40k terrain, if you're a hobby shop who are running tutorials, or you're some kind of a YouTube channel who are running 40k terrain, I think there might be a use for all clear terrain, because it makes the coaching a little bit easier, because you can use the laser pointers to like represent line of sight and all that. And it makes some of the explaining and some of the movement and handling of the models a little bit easier. So I think that's like the one case where this is probably acceptable. Yeah, but it's really expensive. Like at that point, you might as well just cut it out yourself.
19 hours ago, does anyone else feel lonely in their marriage, or is it just me?
And to blind your protege, I mean, you can probably handle some of the lighting, but yeah, clear acrylic is not really that good for like actual streaming. I can only really see that in like a hobby store, man. Like if I see like a set of that in the hobby store on the tutorial table, that will make sense. But I do not want to see that on like a every single table kind of situation.
Oh, bro.
Is he still going on about Reddit? I'm gonna do his pose.
I, 39, male, have been married to my wife for over a decade.
Oh fuck, he's roasting people on Reddit now. Oh, bro, I should do that. Dude, this is a good segment. I'm learning shit. Does anyone else feel lonely in their marriage, or is it me? I, 39M, have been married to my wife, 37F, that's for over a decade. I did some thinking today after yet another argument. I come to the conclusion that I'm alone even though I live with my wife and daughter. My wife has never been the romantic type. It's always been as bad as it is now. But any attempt I make to treat her like a wife and not just a co-parent I live with gets shot down. Well, she won't flirt with me. She doesn't. He's just fucking going wild on Reddit.
So I'm thinking today after yet another argument. Oh. Womp womp.
Womp womp. This is so sad, man. This is like what Reddit actually is.
Womp womp.
Womp womp in chat.
Womp. No womp womp in chat, bro.
True.
I come to the key conclusion that I'm alone, even though I live with my wife and daughter. My wife has never really been the romantic type. It's not always been as bad as
you see, you can't get mad at Reddit.
Any attempt I made to treat her like
you cannot get mad at Reddit. You can only farm Reddit. I think if you should not get mad at Redditors. You should just make a channel on YouTube and just turn them into money.
Not just a co-parent I live with gets shot down. This is real. What is happening? Bro just needed an outlet and he's getting shot down. His wife doesn't feel lonely. She's probably finding company elsewhere while he cries about perspex. There is sharing and oversharing. Yeah, I think mixing your relationship problems on the same account as you ranting about Warhammer 40.
No, you don't get it. He's 30-something years old. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
Oh,
if anything, he's just happy about that fact that he's getting attention.
Why is he about this? I don't know.
Jarvis, I'm low on karma.
Look,
He's low on sex as well.
Posted something embarrassing on Reddit, but that's what throwaway accounts are for, you know what I mean? Oh, how do I get this back on track, chap? Someone say something funny.
And you know the worst thing is that I've dated women like that. I've dated women around that age. And usually they're really fucking horny. They're really fucking horny because they know their time is almost over. They've basically hit the wall and they've seen like on the other side of the wall is a cliff. Right? And they know that cliff is coming. And they want to get like that last extra child that they can, and they're usually like really fucking horny. So something must be like really wrong in that relationship.
I can't read the comments knowing this now. I'm reading the comments about pineapple on pizza.
Like there's a whole thing about cougars for that reason. I mean? Like there's a whole stereotype about that for a reason.
And it's just, I just know what's going on in the background. I can't look at this anymore. By far, the worst part is I expected his post history to be like questionable porn or alt-right subreddits. Something normal to get ashamed of looking at. No, not fucking marriage counseling 101. Crashing out of a perspex whilst he needs an outlet, Alex.
Lowered somewhere else, most likely.
Something. He needs to feel something again. He needs something transparent and easily seen through to reassure him. Fucking hell, Lambo. Fucking hell, dude.
So this video is not even about L-shaped terrains. It's just talking about redditors. It's just a general L situation. That's what we have. That's the title of this video. The title of this video is just the L situation. You know, we've got L-shaped terrains, we've got L Games Workshop, and L redditors. Damn, he tricked us. Why are you hearing that? Are we going to raid someone afterwards? Yeah, that's fine.
Actively trying to stop people from doing stuff like this. No, they're not. The talk about you said you should have a user range of terrain.
Fuck, what did you do, man? Did you pre-order Kelgar? Did you pre-order the Fellblade? I'm gonna keep that one censored, just to like play with you a bit. I bought the last Kelgar and my hobbies. Oh my god!
It's only a suggestion, and I didn't even have to
this is a whole L situation.
It even says that official baselines are only required for tournament play, that you should ignore them if you're doing another type of game. How does this sentence mean that they're trying to stop people using acrylic terrain? I don't get it. I fail to see how one...
Oh, that's a very good point. I'm going to go back a little bit. Games Workshop themselves actively try to stop people from doing this. The tournament companion says you should use a range of terrain, says the placements are only a suggestion, and says that it's because people in 40k cannot read. If you've ever been to a 40k Facebook page, it's just full of people who cannot read. They also say that the table size is 44 times 60 is a minimum, and people read that as maximum. They literally cannot read. But at the same time, I think Games Workshop does do themselves a disservice by not actually playtesting the rules. I think Games Workshop has been in this business long enough for them to know like what the mental state of their players are in a competitive environment. And so they should have at least playtested that and made sure that everything's balanced. Otherwise, people will just literally invent their own shit.
Stop people using acrylic terrain. I don't...
TBF, Facebook is a place for people who cannot read. Every time I open it, I see someone trying to flare an attack on a different nation. Oh, wait, Light, you play War Thunder, right? You play War Thunder, right? Because I think we're reading the same page. Is it always the War Thunder page that's doing this shit? Like, especially during the whole thing, like, with India versus Pakistan during the small conflict that they had. Oh, man. The comments on there were quite entertaining. This is why the price tags are on the boxes instead of on the shelf. So your army consists of Warhammer mini every month.
Get it.
I've never been to the Liverpool store.
I failed to see how one seriously representative of the game as a whole. Bro doesn't understand. The game's lost its soul. The terrain looks shit, don't get me wrong. But bro's just got a laser. Look, bro's just got a laser.
No, I don't think it's lost its soul. I think it's in the process of losing its soul.
Cutter, you know what I mean? He's got a laser cutter and he's got fucking...
Yeah, that guy's just farming.
Fucking just pieces of plastic that say CP on it. Bro's just trying to get his money back.
Oh no, I just realized command points is abbreviated to that. Note to myself, do not talk about command points out in the open with people.
The most basic flag you've ever seen. Bro's just got a laser cutter and does the most basic PNG MDF circular discs. Can't believe how Warhammer's lost its soul. Yeah, just slop. Bro just sells slop, and then you're making a big deal out of it.
Process of losing it, so.
Does he do anything good? Or was it all slop? Bespoke acrylic tape cake toppers. We can keep in.
I think we're about.
Couple of months.
We're about here, right? We're about done. We're about that. All right. Thank you for this video. I'm going to post this video link on my Twitch chat and my YouTube chat.